Cold Lake RCMP are investigating an alleged sexual assault and are looking for the male suspect involved. Police say the suspect was seen leaving the Twisted Lizard bar just before 3 a.m. on October 12th with the female victim. He's described as approximately 25 years old, 6 feet tall, with a slim build and has spiky blonde hair. He was wearing running shoes and a long-sleeve blue plaid shirt. A black Volcom belt with a Nixon belt buckle was also left at the scene. If you have any information on the suspect, you're asked to call Cold Lake RCMP at 780-594-3302 or Crime Stoppers. It's known as one of the most dangerous intersections in the area for motorists, but that could change in the near future. Alberta Transportation held an open house in Kitscoty yesterday, inviting residents to come out and view the potential interchange options and to get their input. Brett Morton has the story.
They've got a lot of trouble crossing the Highway 16 because it's got a little medium there, a median they've got to cross, and they've got to try and pick their gaps in the Highway 16 traffic. So with an interchange, it's safe crossing of Highway 16 and a safe entry-exit from Highway 16 as well.
The intersection has always been a concern to motorists, and until recently it was not a high concern for the government.
One of the things we had to overcome was that the criteria for determining the urgency of a grade separation, were the way they were applied in the past. It did not put this particular intersection at as high a level.
Alberta Transportation brought 5 drawings of potential overpasses that they believe will be best for the area.
I will come in that way. I will not go out that way because it's just a confusion of so much traffic. So I use the west entrance and exit.
I know from driving into Lloyd every day that you make sure you have your foot on your brake as you're going through the intersection, just in case. I had a grain truck come up and went right in front of me, so I had to slam on my brakes.
When the construction begins, it'll have to go through private land. One owner was at the open house and says he is willing to sacrifice some of his land.
We want an overpass because it should save lives. And what it means to us is just access into our property, and we lose a little bit of land, but that's not a big thing.
There is no timetable for when the project will begin or the estimated cost. The government and Alberta Transportation still have to work out some details before work can begin. Brett Morton, Newcap News.
In less than 24 hours, our nation will be donning red poppies and honoring our fallen troops. Now, it's also been more than 1 week since the tragic attacks on 2 soldiers in our country. Now, the Ahmadiyya Muslim community is inviting the public to a solidarity rally on Sunday to show their support.
We want to show to public that we're condemning these attacks. We're a Muslim community and we're condemning these attacks, and the people that have committed this attack, we're all against them.
Imam Tariq Azim says the rally is not a religious event but more of a civic duty.
We want to stand shoulder to shoulder with every community, with every member of the city that can come here, and so that we all show support, and as well we need to express our condolences to the people who have passed away during these days, who were killed.
The Ahmadiyya Muslim community has been working with other communities and are hoping to bring close to 300 people. The rally will take place this Sunday at Lloydminster City Hall from 3 to 4 p.m. A group of Bonnyville Centralized High School students got to play the role of scientists in an experiment this month. A grade 9 science class conducted an environmental study on the waters and air quality of Jessie Lake in Bonnyville. And as Fraser Snowden finds out, they made some interesting discoveries.
So if it was very acidic, we would assume that we're probably getting acid rain.
More than 20 students are now putting their facts together about their results. The study had each group measuring the levels of different chemicals in the water.
What were the different nitrites and nitrates? And there are a difference between the two. And between the two, if there's a high level of nitrites and nitrates, it can cause big changes to the ecosystem.
So all it really was that it was way over.
Shauna Bilodeau's group measured the level of phosphates in the lake that runs along Bonnyville. She was shocked at how high their result came out.
Like, they're over 10 times higher than they should be. And that's definitely not the best. But then again, that might just be because we're in fall.
The numbers could explain the green-blue algae bloom on the lake.
Probably says there's higher levels of the nitrates and phosphates, which is indicative of some type of runoff from usually agricultural, so the fertilizers get into the water systems and then it can cause a growth issue. What about pH? What did pH tell us?
Wisniak decided having the kids conduct the study was a better alternative for the students to learn about the effects of chemicals in our environment. And the students tend to agree.
Kind of just reading, it sticks in your brain, but when you're actually physically doing things, it sticks with you. You remember it better. I feel like it sticks with you better.
The class is already talking about doing the study in the spring to see if there is a different result. In Bonnyville, Fraser Snowden, Newcap News.